Okay, let's talk through the whole program. As you can see on the screen over here, and our pillar number one, fitness and strength. Two things determine your length of life more than anything if we go by what Peter Attia tells us, and that's going to be your strength levels and then your VO2 max, basically your cardio level. Okay, and so this is something you can do, and I want you to do the rest of your life, is this at home workout. You don't have to go to a gym. We can get great things out of that. We're going to talk about that later. But the base is, and what we all start with. And so if you're doing a huge program, I still want you to do this daily at home work. And it's going to be around push-ups, no equipment involved. It's going to be around pull-ups. All right, I installed one at my house. You can get one over the door. Again, if you're not ready for pull-ups or you have some sort of limitation there, you can get TRX straps that go over the door, and then you can just do an inverted row that way. So very minimal equipment's going to be required for this. And then we do our curl ups. And so there's a demonstration video how it's a little different than crunches. It's better for spinal health. Then we have air squats, so we start getting our legs involved as well. And then I want you to get a kettlebell and do kettlebell swings. If we can do this, it's a very complete program where we get pushing and pulling movements on both sides of the body. You're working the entire body this way every day. You're really going to be able to have incredible strength levels. And then if we crank up that volume and your number over time, you can get incredibly strong, even elite results just at an at-home body weight program like this. So don't sleep on this. And then if you're doing hard training, maybe you're a college athlete, we got a couple here in the program. And then for instance, myself, I like to go to the gym and train as well. We can still fit this daily work in, and it can be in addition to what we're doing, and we can use it in a therapeutic way. We can attack some of our weak spots with it. So I do the push-up plus to help my shoulder health. And so it can be something to get even greater results out of what we're already doing. So this daily work is something that I've seen with a lot of the athletes I've trained to be very powerful, and I've done it in my own life. And so number one, I also know if you're doing another program, we want to stop about that 50 or 60. And then if this is all you're doing, we want to push towards 100 reps a day on some of these things, especially like the curl up and push ups, and you get great results out of that. All right. And so we have beginner level and we have an advanced level. And so if you have pretty good fitness, you just don't have time to go to the gym and you're not doing any gym workouts, I would do the advanced 2 times per day. If you're just starting from scratch, look, we're starting at 10 reps. You can start at 1. I want you to start where you need to. And then we even have regressions on that. Again, we have wall push-ups. We have the inverted row, the curl ups. Again, you can just start at 1 right there, or you can just do something I didn't show is you can just lay on your back and just tighten your whole core. And then we have air squats. How to make a regression on that is just on your depth. And so if you can just squat an inch, just like that, just squat an inch and come back up. And then the kettlebell swing is with how light your kettlebell would be, is how to do that. And so if you start with a very light bell and you start working through the movement, you'll make progress really fast. So really quick, good news is 2 minutes, you can do this whole thing. Just get in and get it done, especially early on, okay? Now, one thing we want to do is when we start getting to 30 reps, it's kind of that breaking point. And so we want to break it up. Your pull-ups, it's going to be much quicker than that. But let's go back. All right, when you get to 30 reps of a push-up, I want you to break into a set of 20 push-ups and then a set of 10 push-ups. All right, and then we probably want to go through a cycle to give your muscles a little rest time through there. Another thing you could do is just do one of those sets, wait a few minutes and get it in. It's still, you're less than 5 minutes and you're getting an incredible workout in full body. All right, pull-ups are going to be harder. If you get to 10 pull-ups, that's pretty good. It's going to be hard to do sets of 15 and 20. And so just break it up into whatever sets you need to. Let's say we get to 12, you can do that 4 sets of 3. Spreading it throughout the day is the best way to do it. So the less fatigue we can accumulate while we do this, the better results we get. There is a spot for fatigue, but on a daily work system like this, we really don't want to accumulate a lot of lactic acid or fatigue in the muscle. And so we just want to be doing a lot of work, and we're going to crank that up over time without doing a whole lot of damage to our joints or muscles. And when we do that, it's very, very powerful on how much gains we can get from just doing very small things repeatedly over time. And so, manage your sets however you need to, and break it up however you need to. Now, again, the disadvantage for doing, 3 pull-ups 4 times a day is you may have to set an alarm, spread it out, whatever, and we just get it in, get it done. You might just break it into 3, sets of 3, 2 times in the morning, 2 times at night. You can get all your numbers in that way. All right, but you'll get really strong on this program. You'll get a lot of really good gains. And this is something that'll set up your base strength level the rest of your life. And so just make this a habit. And then the last thing with this is, as I tell people, we're going to take Sundays off. I like that rest factor. And it's in the rhythm of Sabbath for our life. And so I think that's important. But let's say you miss Monday. Don't worry about it Tuesday. Just get it in. Go. So, hey, you miss a day. It happens. We're human. Don't let that derail. We don't look for perfect. We look for progress. So everybody's going to miss a day. That's okay. Just keep going. But the other side of it is, we can do hard things. And so I tell people, if you're laying in bed, you're not asleep yet, and you just remember, I got to do my push-ups. Think to yourself, would Goggins get out of bed, get on the floor, get those push-ups done? Yes, he would. All right, so get your work in. Don't go to sleep. Don't rest till you get your work done for that day. All right? Got any questions? That's what the discussion boards are for. Let me know. I'm excited for this, and it unites us. So we're all doing this together. That's also a very powerful thing. We're going to be united in this daily work. All right.